Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our new segment. You can't believe this one. This is going to be called Allocated versus Shelf Stable. And man, we got it for you. We're doing this blind, ladies and gentlemen, and we talked to ourselves and said, what can we do for our enthusiast brethren to make sure that they're not wasting their money out there? It's great to see this on your shelf, right, guys? Great.
Yep.
But if this is better, why not have this on your shelf instead of this where you're wasting money? So that's the concept behind this new segment, Allocated versus Shelf Stable. We're doing this blind, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, and welcome to On the Pallet. I'm your man, Josh, here with Kev, the underground legend, and Keith, the bourbon bounty hunter. Kev, your thoughts on Allocated versus Shelf Stable?
I think it's a good concept. So many people, I think, buy bottles blindly and really have no concept of what's good and what's not so good. And, you know, you'll spend $300 on something when you could have spent $300 on 5 bottles, you know.
For sure.
Sense, you know, topics like this are always helpful for the consumers who really are not as educated in what they're purchasing out there.
That's what's up. Keith, your thoughts on Allocated versus Shelf Stable?
Yeah, I mean, I think what we're going to find here is a couple of things. I think we're going to find in this series that there are going to be some bottles that beat out some products that really are hard to find. And then we might also find that some of these bottles that are hard to find
Are worth it.
are definitely worth the trouble. So I'm excited to kind of go through this journey with people. It's one of those things that kind of are near and dear to our hearts where you're like, man, I love this bottle, but it's hard to find. But it's also like, I love this bottle because I can find it on the bottom shelf every day.
Yep.
I'm excited to kind of bring some of these bottles to you folks that hopefully that you can enjoy any day of the week.
And times are hard, ladies and gentlemen. You should be able to prioritize your hunt. There are certain bottles that you can move up or down. Here we have Michter's 10. This is a highly sought after allocated bottle. But do you know what it tastes like? Do you know if it's worth being number 2, number 1 on your hunt list? Or is it Russell Reserve, which is highly stable? It's on those shelves. And this one is the one that they've all been talking about. Keith, you tell them about it.
Yeah, so this is the one a couple of years ago came out, the LLME, that supposedly had some much older juice put in there. Personally, that was one of those things that kind of caught my eye. Found a bottle that, honestly, I didn't quite see it. Which is just kind of goes to show you that sometimes some of these hunts and quests are just for nothing. I've had Russell's 13, I've had a bottle of Russell's 15. Nothing compares to those. It's a good bottle. I think it's relatively on the par with most Russell's 10. So I think it's maybe a little stacked in its favor with this. But I think we're going to find that Russell stacks up really well to almost anything you can throw at it.
Exactly. And let me not forget by telling you when he mentioned that Russell 15 won our version of the best bourbons of all time. It came out on top amongst 30, 40 different highly regarded bourbons. It even beat out Michter's 20, which is crazy. Yeah. But it did, ladies and gentlemen. We did them all blind. You're welcome to go back into, I'll put that above us, and check out that video as well. That's greatest bourbons of all time here on the Pallet, the place where you, whiskey enthusiasts, can find how to save your dollars. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Going right on the nose. Oh, candy, baby. That is candy coated.
A little bit of brown sugar there.
Yes. Oh,
Color's great.
Color's amazing. Yeah. It is on the glass, ladies and gentlemen, and you know what that means. This is very viscous. Man, the nose on this is amazing. Really, really good. The proof is not kicking out of it at all. Just solid.
Yeah, and I think we're going to find on this particular battle, I mean, these are two well-regarded bourbons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think Michter's in particular, the last few years, the bourbon has really started to shine. Mm-hmm. It's always been the rye that everyone was chasing.
Yep.
But their bourbon started, I think it was 24, 25, that really started kind of pulling up. What was it, 24, I believe it was. But Russell's, in my opinion, can do no wrong. To me, they're one of the best producers of whiskey out there. I can't say there's much of Russell's that I don't love. This is a tough one for me.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And with that, we're going to go with our nose scores. Kev, your nose score.
I'm gonna do 76.
All right, I'm right there with you. I'm going to go 74.
I'm going to go 75.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 74, 75, and 76 on the nose. We're going to keep it moving very quickly here on the palate. It's good. It wasn't what I was expecting. This is the full s'more, ladies and gentlemen. This is the marshmallow, graham crackers, chocolate. But the oak, where's the oak?
I feel like at 10 years, it's kind of hit or miss on the oak. I
Yeah.
feel like when you hit 12, you really start to get that note. Mm-hmm. In 10s, like I don't really notice oak in like an Eagle Rare 10.
Definitely.
So I think 10 years is kind of a hit or miss.
Yeah. There's not a lot of oak here, ladies and gentlemen, but the s'more is there. Just a little bit of a Kentucky hug, not much. Super smooth. There's not a lot more I can say. Kev, your thoughts?
It's very flavorful, whatever this is. I think you can taste the proof. Maybe it's me. I'm not sure about you guys.
I think there's a little bit to it. There's definitely some at the back.
It's a little bit.
Yeah.
I get that hug.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a hug. It's just not strong.
It's not a strong
It's not
Kentucky
strong.
hug.
No.
You know, it's like, hey, we're leaving. You know.
Yep. It's like it's you and your not favorite aunt hugging.
Exactly.
Just a little something.
This is not your favorite cousin's hug.
Yeah. Like, I'm gonna miss you. This is like, all right, get out of here. It's not.
I'm curious at which one it is. It's good, but I don't know.
Well, give us your score since you don't.
74. But it's not. It's one of those 74s I can go up though.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
So flavor wise, I'm gonna have to go a lot higher. I'm gonna go 77 for me on the flavor.
I'm gonna go 75, kind of where my nose score was.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely headed towards those good flavor, good numbers like for standing in line, but not totally there yet, but a quality spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, before we move on to our next one, don't want to forget our buddy here, William LaRue. He reveals all of our blinds to us. Don't forget that. We also want to talk later in the show before we do our reveal about our giveaway for number 800, baby. When we get to 800, we're doing a live raffle for a bottle, and we'll talk to you about that later. We appreciate all your support. Thank you guys so much for your comments. Let us know if you've had either of these expressions, Russell 10 or Michter's 10. All right, and with that, moving on to the left, on the nose. Okay.
It's a lot more subtle to me.
Very subtle. Very, very subtle.
I'm starting to build an opinion.
This is going to be a wild one, ladies and gentlemen. Very wild.
Yeah, it's such a muted note.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
this is muted with some floralness in the middle.
Yeah, I'm struggling to get that.
It is holding itself on the glass, ladies and gentlemen, so I do have to give it a viscous. The color is okay.
Struggle or right?
No, this is, dude, look at that. There is oil on the glass.
Okay.
It's just the nose, ladies and gentlemen, is very subdued. And I'm stretching to say floral.
Yeah.
I'm stretching.
It's a very, very light nose, folks.
Very light. There's not a lot to pull off of this, and we've spent it several times. At least I have. I've been spinning it, and I'm just not picking up anything. I'm doing both nostrils. I'm opening my mouth. I'm not pulling much. Again, these are smaller vessels that we're breathing out of, but again, I don't think that's going to change. This is a very subdued nose. I'm going to jump out and give my score. First, I think this is a 70.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I'm going to agree to a 70.
I'll go 72.
Okay,
I know 72.
72. We're going to keep it moving. And with that, on the palate.
But it's definitely, it's also, just like the nose to me, this is very
subdued.
subtle flavor.
This is a daily sipper. I'll give you that. It's a daily sipper. There's nothing super special about it. Very flavorful, confection sweetness, little bit of red fruits in the middle, stone fruits in the middle.
Yeah, I get
little
that.
bit.
I feel like it's missing something.
It's missing the oak. It's just no oak in this bad boy.
You know,
it is.
It's missing something. Yeah.
No bread spices. It is just
you don't really get a hug here.
no. At least the first one had some bit of a hug. This is
more like, look, man, I'll see you later.
yeah. This is a daily sipper.
Yeah, agreed. It's a good daily sipper, though.
This is a great daily sipper. This is a.
Okay, dude.
We'll see you.
See you.
Like we ain't even pounding. You're not even getting the pound for this. This is like.
So is it safe to say this tastes inexpensive?
No.
Not saying that. Just saying that it is light on the palate.
Yeah, very much so.
Very light on the palate. It is front and mid. It gives you a little something, but the aftermath is not there.
What are you putting it at?
I don't know.
I'll jump out.
Please.
I think it's just with the nose. I think it's a 70.
Yeah, I'm gonna go double
We
up.
cannot do 70s on these two bottles.
Are you
I'm gonna
sure?
double up.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
double up.
I need you to understand that the opinions on this show are each host opinions. You cannot put these two bottles at a 70. At least I'm not. I don't want the comments to go crazy.
But you got to realize that what we sample, we
It's
sample the
Michter's
high,
10s, guy.
we sample the low.
Are we not listening? One of these is Michter's 10.
We sample the
Neither
top
one of
and we
these got
sample
high
the low.
scores.
It's okay.
Okay,
It is what it
okay.
is.
Look. We have no idea what's in these glasses, right? Yes or no?
I know, but we literally
It doesn't matter though.
we didn't give an allocated score.
It doesn't matter.
We gave middle of the road scores.
We gave the scores appropriate to the bourbon we're drinking, folks.
Oh,
That's
my
the
goodness.
Based off of having
That's
no
what
idea
we're
what's in
doing.
these glasses, you give your honest opinion.
Wait, so what is your opinion, Josh?
I think people are gonna get mad at us.
Come on,
Don't
give
get
us your
mad at us.
number.
It's the bottle we got in front
Give
of
us
us.
your number.
It's the bottle we have in front of us, folks.
You know what it is.
72.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
That's problematic.
All that
There you
greed
go.
is a 72, folks.
Let's come on.
This is
Let's
problematic,
get the results
ladies
out
and
here.
gentlemen.
Let's get the results out here.
All right, no. Josh,
We gotta hold on.
Kevin, what do you say?
We gotta slow down. Go.
I double up with you.
All right, so we got
70, 70, 72.
Let's see what the numbers tell. Let's see what the results tell. All right,
so where we at?
on our left,
Michter's 10 didn't get above
black.
77. It's crazy.
Yeah.
okay. All right, folks. I think the results are pretty good. So, on the left, Russell's Reserve 10.
Right.
Solid score. I think 70 and 70 for me. You know. On the right, Michter's 10 year. Not above 80 for us, folks. I think that's important. When you do these blinds, that's when the truth really comes out. You really find what is what it is. You find out. There have been a lot of times that we go in thinking this bottle is going to be superior,
Right.
and we're wrong. I think it's a good example. What bottle should you really chase, folks?
With these crazy results, ladies and gentlemen, you know there's nothing else we can do. But the run-in, baby. We didn't know this was gonna happen, but with these raggedy scores, we have got to give you something worth taking away from this. So we're bringing in Jack Daniel's 10 year. This is an allocated bottle as well. I'm here to tell you, I'm not a fan, but let's get into it.
You know, I'm going to second that, folks, and I'm sorry. I love Jack Daniel's Single Barrel. And to talk about how allocated this is right along with Michter's. The guy that I get a lot of my stuff from, he only got one bottle of each this year. So we'll see how this Jack Daniel's holds up.
Jack Daniels has got to give us some allocated scores. There's no way we can be this far from allocated scores with two highly allocated bottles. Highly allocated bottles, ladies and gentlemen. That means we need some 80s here, gentlemen.
All right, let's do it.
Get on the game. On the nose.
Come on, man.
Oh,
Sometimes
shit, that's not even a strong nose either. What the hell is
your
going
nose
on?
and your palate tell the
It's
truth.
the strongest out of the three.
Out of the three, but it still ain't that strong. I'm trying to get some 80 scores here.
Which is sad, folks, because I love Jack Daniel's Single Barrel products, but the age statements are where I struggle with.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe that this nose is floral. There is some sweetness there. It's nothing that's going to knock your socks off, sadly. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with a 74.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, like 73.
That's crazy for allocated bottles. It's
73.
But we are talking 10 years, folks. You know, you got to put that in perspective. Eagle Rare is a 10-year product. Russell's is a 10-year product. You know.
I mean, but there is some 10 years are created differently.
There is some oil in this, ladies and gentlemen. So that again, this is viscous. Viscous.
Whoa.
I don't know if it gets the third one.
Oh.
I don't know if it gets the third one, but it is definitely.
It's the most viscous we've got.
All right,
Yeah.
come on. Let's go.
On the palate. I think the flavor's better, but not great.
Yeah.
It's better. Hold on.
So you say out of the three, this is probably
Michter's one, so we got to try to. Michter's one. The Jack Daniels, ladies and gentlemen, is a very good. Any?
Okay.
Jack Daniels, ladies and gentlemen, is a good expression. Don't get me wrong. This is a great expression. But it's nothing that's going to knock your socks off. Unless, Kev, you think it's knocking your socks off, this Jack Daniels? I think it's middle of the road. I don't even know if it's a Friday pour.
No.
what, the Jack Daniels?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what, folks? I'm going to say this. I'm going to give my score, and I'm going to give a couple of insights. So I think this Jack Daniels is 74 on my palate score. I'm going to wrap this synopsis up for me. For my money, my time, I'm probably going to go Russell's 10. And I know it's going to be unpopular. Now, Kev, I need your help. Because somebody in the comments going to be like, hey,
Yes.
guys,
We are problematic tonight, ladies.
the new Jack Daniels batch 5 is so good. Kev, show them what we got.
What batches?
Show them what we got. That's batch 2. On your right hand, show them what we got.
We have all the batches.
We got the new batch 12. Show them what else we got.
We got the batches, ladies and gentlemen.
We got the new batch 14.
We got the
Show
batches,
them the other
ladies
one.
and gentlemen. We
got the new
have
batch.
the batches.
10.
We
So don't
have the
think we're not going to
batches.
do it later on for you folks, but I can
We
tell you
have
right
the
now,
batches.
as it stands, if I had to put my money up against it, I'm going to go Russell's 10 on this pick all day long.
Damn.
I'm going to go, my score for the JD 10, I'm going to go 76. And I'm going to say I'm leaning toward the Michter's 10.
I will buy 4 of those Russell's 10, and I'll meet you there.
You can buy 6. You can buy a case of Russell 10 before this Michter's bottle. This Michter's bottle comes out, ladies and gentlemen. MSRP is at $200. You're not going to find it for that. You're going to have to pay, unless you really, really hunt. I would tell you a reasonable secondary price for this is anywhere between $275 and $310. If you're getting it somewhere in there, you're getting it for a steal. I've seen this as much as $550.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And that's with stuff coming down in prices. I've seen this very good. So if you're getting it anywhere 300 or below, that is really a steal for Michter's 10. It's a very limited release. Actually, the rye is really come down. I've seen the rye, which still sells MSRP at $200. I've seen it as low as $240 recently.
Yeah, rye is really good.
Yeah.
But this is no slack. I just think for the scores that we talked about, that's where you go.
I mean,
Yeah, what do you think, Kev?
gosh.
What's your score, man? Come
Keith, I'm gonna say this. Everything Keith said, I can second. Like, just based off of value, our scores weren't that far apart on these 3 that we tried. I think it comes down to value. And I mean, this Russell's is, you can find this more than you can find others. You can buy what, 3 of these?
Case.
Under, two or 3 of these under 100, maybe.
You can get this, again, a
That's
case of
$50
that for the price of that.
Between
Michter's.
$20
Yeah.
and $50 for Russell's.
Yeah.
10.
We're not saying 200 because you're not going to find this at 200.
It's a battle of value.
This is going to be at least 280 to 300. You can get a case of these for 280 to 300.
Yeah.
You know, if this bottle scores were closer to the 80s, I'd say, you know what, folks?
Yeah.
If you
Gotta
can
go.
find it, buy it.
You got to go
But
Michter.
for what we discovered here today,
Wow.
we'll leave it up to you.
So
Wow.
this was a good versus. This is a very good versus in the sense of that. Do you chase the highly marketed, hey, you gotta have this bottle type of thing, or do you want to say, what do I get for my money?
You know, I'll actually add one more thing to that, and this is something I have struggled with. Are you going to have buyer's remorse? Are you going to put $200 of your hard-earned money, between $2 and $260 on average, get this bottle, try it, and think to yourself, man, I could have had a case of Russell's today. You know, I could have had another great bottle. So that's where we're trying to help you avoid, folks. This is definitely a great bar port, you know?
But would you say, okay, let's say this was 100 and this was 100. Which one would you grab at $100?
The Russells.
Yeah, Russell's, man. Two of them.
If they were all evenly priced.
Better. But I'm going to give you...
That's the thing, though. That's the thing, yeah.
I'm going to give the best finishing synopsis on this.
Okay.
If you are a beginner, I would not waste my time chasing these 2 allocated bottles when you can put several of these Friday pour on your shelf or in your cabinet. And then I would go and get a Russell's Reserve single barrel, because the single barrel is even better than the 10. So those would be the 2 priorities on my hunt list if I'm new into bourbon. Now,
we gotta do a running.
Wait.
We're gonna finish up. Because we can't do too many run-ins because it's getting
What
crazy.
You mean?
You want to do another run-in?
Man, we can do whatever we want.
Russell single barrel. Run-in number 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Just for you.
Run-in number 2.
Just for you guys.
This is a great question. Right?
Single barrel, baby.
So we got this one. I'm going to shout out to On the Rocks up in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
My guy up there, he has been picking some really good stuff. So we are at 110, folks.
Okay, 110.
So,
a little bit higher than where we are.
So this actually, and I don't want to show you folks because it's embarrassing, but if you were to look at my collection, I got about a dozen Russell Reserve store picks because that's how much I like them.
Yes.
Regularly 90 proof, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we put Russell's 10 versus Michter's 10, because Michter's 10 comes in at 97, right? Is it 97 proof?
But we'll talk about value, folks, and this is kind of what we're here to
The
do
94. 94 proof on the Russells.
So
94. I'm sorry, 94 on the Michters. 94. Before we jump into this Russells, let me just say this for enthusiasts. If you're going to hunt, right? We go beginners, get this on your shelf, right? Intermediates, I know the hype behind these Jack Daniels. Ignore these. Michter's 10 is worth the hunt if you want to just be a collector on your shelf. And then for your advanced hunters, it goes Michter's 10, because it's, am I right? I think the Michter's 10 was better than the JD.
Yep.
Yes.
So Michter's 10 for our intermediates and the guys who've been in the game for a while, that's what you hunt. It's here for beginners, here for intermediates and guys with experience, and then Jack Daniels, you just get the Jack Daniels if you got time on the shelf.
Well, it's also if you like that profile. I think there's a lot of guys out there who really like those products. I don't. Now, we got an 8-year here, and I'm going to tell you my opinion. The 8-year knocks the socks off.
Nose is great.
So what were the Jack Daniels that we did adapt to this?
Those
Those
are
the Tanyard Hill.
Yep. Now the single barrel proof program.
Right.
That's different.
Choice.
Very different. Don't get it confused, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
I know you guys get pushed, a lot of Jack Daniels get pushed at you. This is not the barrel proof program. This is not it. This is the age statement program. This is not the same. And I'm here to tell you, so far I've had the 10 and the 12. I have not had the 14, but the 10 and the 12, that's not it. But now, these barrel-proof Ryes, these barrel-proof Coy Hills, these barrel-proof Tanyard Hill, and the Heritage Collection.
That's where it's at, man.
That's
Go to our
That's
archives.
crazy.
We reviewed those. Check our archives. You can see what we gave those scores and how we enjoyed those products. So this is the Russell single barrel.
Told
right?
you, man. Shout out to Vic at On the Rocks in Brooklyn, New York. If you're in the area, go see my boy Vic.
I got to stand up when I say this, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we've said it to you before. I know you guys think, what do those guys know?
These are good.
We're trying to tell you from being in the game for a while. Again, we are not whiskey stewards. We're not executive whiskey stewards. We are enthusiasts who have been in the game for a minute.
It's good.
And this Russell singles barrel kicks the shit out of everything on the counter.
I will say this.
Everything.
We
80
saved
bucks.
the best for last.
We
We
did.
saved the best for last.
You're talking about
is the good
flavor,
quality. Yes.
sweetness, dancing on your tongue. The oak is there at 8 years. At 8 years, it's there. The
Yeah.
oak is there. It makes the oak just finishes off a whiskey so good. You don't want too much oak, but having just enough oak really finishes off the
What's the proof point on this one? This
he already
next one?
said
110.
110.
Okay.
Folks,
So that's 20 proofs higher. We get it, but it's still not that much higher. And actually, the 10 I think is a little higher than that, right?
Right.
10 is 97. So we got 94, 97, 90. 110, yeah, we get it. We get it.
Yeah.
That's a little high.
but we're also talking about value, folks.
Yes.
Yes.
You can readily find
Readily
a
available.
single barrel. There are most stores right now that will have a Russell's single barrel. Definitely going to have it at least once or so this year.
Yep.
Yes.
So, folks,
Yes.
my opinion, get 2 of these for 1 of these.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure. For sure. So, case 2, still under the price of this. 4, 3, still under the price of this, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're talking about having a quality bar where you're going to enjoy everything on the bar, you get these 2 Russells. Jimmy Russell, right? Jimmy Russell did this, not his son, right?
This was
This is
Eddie Russell.
This is
and
Eddie.
Jimmy.
Eddie and Jimmy did these, and just delicious, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, we'll see you soon.